Yes, yes. Hello.
Aloha.
Annyeong!
Annyeonghaseyo.
Gusto niyo yun? Nagsimula tayo sa sa wadika, naging kamusta. Ano nga sa'yo tayo?
Multilingual na tayo, why not?
Yes,
Hi.
polyglot na tayo kay si Lance.
Oh, polyglot, yeah. What is ko yun? Diba?
So once again, isang magandang gabi. Tagalog. Good evening to everyone. Happy Sunday. I know it's a bit late for those who have work tomorrow, pero before you go to sleep, join us tonight para
Yep.
ano ba? Para actually yung goal talaga namin dito is i-convert kayong tatlo into
Kami talaga.
yun yung goal. Hindi, more than that, to share lang din, to share the beauty or the parang the magic. It's a very fandom term, no? It's the magic that is of BTS. Parang
Magpakain sa sistema.
yeah, magpapalunod tayo at magpapakain tayo sa sistema. Kasi as for tonight, no, this Sunday night, we are inviting everyone, the viewers, and all of us here in the group to celebrate a different thing naman, no? Kasi we've been tackling about BLs. When remember the last show we had, no, the past kailan ba, Friday, we look back to our past lives. Nagsimula tayo as a cutesy group with a lot of things to say for our boys love series, no? Originating from Thailand, and eventually we went to Filipino BLs, and we also did some micro series na konti here and there. And tonight is one of those na surely magsa-stand out of among the rest of our videos and series, no? So tonight we will be doing a BTS Night. So ano nga ba ang BTS? Aside from the trade, aside from behind the scenes, ano nga ba ang BTS? So BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan. Tama ba ako, Ange?
Yes!
Yes. It means, Ange,
Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Bulletproof Boy Scout.
So,
it's
hence army gets. Now I connected both.
yeah. Yeah. And yung just like what Lance mentioned, no, yung mga sumusunod, masugid na taga-suporta. Mga masugid at hindi masugid, pwede na din na taga-suporta ng BTS. We call them army.
Yes.
And actually, may fan chant pa. It's kasi it's normal among K-pop groups to have yung mga fandoms nila, yan. So in case of BTS nga, army. And may mga fan chant yan. Usually, at least for BTS, the names of the members. Tapos yun yung parang may tone na siya of some sort.
Kaya nyo ba yun? Sample. I'm curious,
Okay.
how does it sound?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Kim Namjoon, Kim Song,
Kim Seok-jin.
Min Yoongi, Jong Ho-seok, Park Jimin,
Oh.
BTS.
Yes!
Yes!
Okay.
Tapos parang, if I may singit-singit lang, parang sa isang song, merong parts doon na parang they will sing or the fans will sing the fan chant. So, yun.
Yes. So yun yung yun yung appreciate, I think for me personally, yun yung na-appreciate ng fans, not only for BTS, but for majority of K-pop groups, na there are certain parts of the song na iiwanan nila na the fans know that it's their time to sing their parts of the song. So it is an inclusive experience for at least for fans in the fangirl perspective, fanboy perspective. Yun.
Okay,
So,
okay.
From ano ba? Sa inyong apat, syempre, apat yung tinutukoy ko. What do you know about BTS? Kasi hindi ko natatanong yung dalawa to just...
Yes. What was the question again? Sorry?
What's your idea? Like, what do you know about BTS, the boy
I
group?
could start maybe because I somehow know something about them. I know 5 facts about them because I've seen them somewhere over. Like I know V is part of BTS and I've seen him in Warang, the Korean drama. I know they showed up for UNICEF, and RM was the fluent one who could speak English so well, hands down to his speech. They guested in the Ellen Show, which made them to cross borders towards the Billboard Awards in the US.
Right.
So they're one of the
Right.
first Korean groups to break through the American music industry. And the fifth was they're called an army. I think the fans are called an army. I think those were the only five things I know and remember about the BTS.
Right. Nico, what is your basic idea of BTS?
Wala talaga. As in, kung basic lang, wala talaga. As in, zero knowledge. Like tabula rasa, ganung levels. Char.
Clean slate.
Okay lang.
Oy,
Okay
pero
lang.
seryoso, because of Dynamite and because of you guys, parang una kasi ang impression ko is like, ano ko ito mga K-pop keme na to, ang dami-dami na, hindi ko na naintindihan kung sino itong mga to. Kasi parang pare-pare yung mga pagmumukha nila, honestly. So wala talaga. I don't know anything about them, even the like the members. And then ito na nga, sumabog na nga ang BTS and then Dynamite. And then I heard of their story. Parang I just watched this video, parang short documentary on YouTube. And I was like, oh my gosh, seryoso ba to? Kasi you don't often hear that from, I don't know, I don't really become really an instant fan ng mga bands kasi, mga boy bands or whatnot, diba? Pero ito kasi mga to, parang from humble beginnings, gets? Parang from a grungy, alam mo yon, parang studio.
Yeah.
They grew from there. And I'm like, what? Yun lang. Doon ako natuwa na parang, oy, there's something about these people, these guys, and I need to know. Ganon. Tapos meron akong friend, share ko nga sa inyo. Ay, diba nagpo-post ako about BTS and all. Akala niya talaga army ako. Sabi niya, uy, army ka rin pala. Sabi ko, hindi talaga. I'm so sorry. She kept talking about bias, ganun. Sabi ko, anong bias? Ang alam ko, cognitive bias lang. Char. So yun nga, pero like, I don't know anything about BTS really. I mean, all I know is that they have humble beginnings. And I think they're coming from the ground. Figuratively and literally, I guess. Diba? So yun lang yung alam ko. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no? So yung sasabihin ako kanina nawala sa akin. Pero yun nga, I agree with Nico, no? Kasi there are some parang, what do you call this? Impressions na medyo intimidating na kasi yung K-pop world. And
Right,
it's
right.
so sometimes it's as part of the language barrier. So sometimes hindi natatap ng K-pop yung other markets or sides of the population, no? So with the breakthrough of Dynamite recently, so I think it's I don't know, pang ilang wave na ba to ng BTS, pero I think this is the biggest, arguably the biggest wave of BTS. So what about the one fixing his hair with the warmest light among all of them?
The glow is real.
Yes. What's your take? What's your take? You're on mute, I think, Mike.
Mikey, you're on mute.
Oh, I pulled a pearl. I'm sorry. So,
Okay.
I'm familiar with K-pop. I think it pretty much started way back naman. Parang you get to know songs from K-pop groups, you know, syempre, nandiyan na yung 2NE1, nandiyan yung Girls' Generation, diba? And then more recently, you have the wave involving these guys. I've heard the songs of BTS. It's just that I don't know them personally. I mean, I haven't studied them, I haven't researched them. What I know from them is basically just secondhand information. What I see on Twitter, what I see on Facebook, and what people tell me basically. So I know that they are a pretty huge group in terms of following, you know, and I know that they're pretty, let's say they're groundbreaking. I would probably say that because they're able to tap into the US market, unlike other groups. I mean, other groups have, but maybe not in the way that they have, or not in the impact that they have. Diba? I mean, they're there during the Billboard Awards. I mean, they win Billboard Awards. So, alam mo yun, parang, I think it's basically unprecedented. I don't know for sure, pero I know that they are really breaking a lot of barriers. So, for them, I really admire them for that. But just like what Nico said, I have no knowledge about what where they came from, what their names are, how many they
Yeah.
are specifically. Like I'm probably, like you mentioned, Mark. I'm probably not as involved with them because I don't understand what they're singing about. So I guess tonight we'll see if that changes. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm open to anything, guys. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, these ladies will hopefully do that for you. The conversion. This is the good conversion therapy that we like, no, not the other conversion therapy.
Yes.
Oh,
Maki,
sorry.
shout out.
Maybe.
Shout out ka muna kay
Maki, shout
Maring
out daw.
Reka.
Shout out.
Hello, Maring Reka.
Uy, gawa na rin tayo
Hi,
ng
baby.
fan club.
Oo nga.
Tatalunin namin ni Maring Reka yung yung Game Boys. Hi, baby.
Yes! Sorry. Okay, go. Sure.
Yeah.
No, Maya, what's your simple take on what you know about the group? Have you been listening?
So, only to Dynamite. That's the only song I know. So probably I'm also like part of the percentage of people who knows only about Dynamite and nothing else. But the first time
Sorry,
I found out,
napagod yung nails. See it.
Ako din eh. Sorry, I love the nails, Maya.
hello,
I love it.
Yes.
Black ba yan?
yes, they're black. Hello.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So the first time I found out about BTS and how immense the fan base is when I saw BT21. So yun, so for everybody, yes. So for everybody
Yun
out
pala
there, I'm a
yun.
huge, yes, super. So I'm a huge, kasi chibi fan. So I really like cutesy stickers and anime. And then the first time I saw BT21 was in a pop-up store in, I think, Robinson's Manila, when I went to a training center of my previous company.
Sorry.
When I had my training with some of the trainers who are present here.
Okay.
Okay.
So there, so I,
Sino nga yun? Hindi ko si Lance yun.
Sino? Ah. Tumatawid po ako, ganun eh.
Oo.
so yun, so dapat, as in, I was literally like going to buy like merch from BT21 kasi I found them so cute. Tapos I'm a huge fan pa of line stickers, so parang they really resembled the line stickers. And then I found out na apparently my sister told me, I was with my sister that time. Parang sabi sa akin sa sister ko, bakit ka bibili? Hindi ka naman BTS fan. So, okay, so it's for BTS fan. Okay, fine. Sige, so I don't have the right to buy for now. So, yun. So, dun ko nalaman na, oh my gosh, the fact that they have their merch, the fact that they have their characters representing them, and I googled what BT21 is. So, yun, that's when I found out about BTS.
Pero
Yeah.
nagulat ako in fairness parang mas marami kayong alam dun sa in-expect ko na alam nyo. In fairness. I thought kasi
okay.
zero knowledge
Connected na
talaga.
rin kasi tayo, di ba?
Yes.
But yeah, actually just a little history then for you guys. They started last 2013 and they're composed of 7 members. They have 3 rappers and 4 vocalists. And yan, I think someone may the first impression always from non-fans kasi ang dami masyado. Parang
Yeah.
Oo.
fan.
Pero who's the main dancer? Kasi alam ko with the K-pop, with the K-pop, there's always a main dancer, there's always a lead singer, and there's a lead rapper. Diba?
Oo nga yun.
There's J-Hope.
Yes.
Later, discuss natin.
Okay.
Pero mind you guys, among K-pop groups actually, I think BTS has one of the least number of members. Kasi there are other groups
Yeah.
with 30 or even 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, talaga?
Yes, yes.
There's
Yeah.
one that's 23 members and
What?
counting. Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
48 has 48. Sure.
It's a
48, that's 48.
Feminist.
correct.
God. No.
And I think si P. Mike then is very uh parang knowledgeable of the K-pop groups before. It has been around for decades naman and the industry was able
Mm.
to sort of thrive talaga even outside Korea. So yun. I si P. Mike already mentioned Super Junior, 21, Girls' Generation,
Hmm.
ano pa ba yung mga
Yeah.
groups
Pero
natin.
is DBSK considered K-pop? I mean, that old? SES, DBSK, sino ka ba yung mga older people?
TVXQ.
Yeah, yun.
And TVXQ are the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, those were the famous ones when we were younger. But I guess among all K-pop groups, BTS kasi is probably the first one to really break the barrier and became successful in the Western market. Parang they already had concerts in Wembley, different US
Oh,
stadiums.
wow.
Oh.
So yun, it was such a, I guess, one of the reasons and that why they have so much followings. Yung story kasi nila, it's such a beautiful success story. Their agency was just a small company when they started, and
Okay.
Nico is already aware they were doing recordings in the garage before,
Mm.
and the company even got almost bankrupt. Plus, before in Korea, they have this sort of exclusive big three entertainment companies producing talent. Yeah, but they
Mm.
changed the game. Period.
Siguro just to add to what I said earlier, probably one of the reasons why I didn't really get into K-pop, at least in terms of the guy bands, is because they all pretty much look the same to me.
Mhm.
And they're very androgynous looking. And that's not
Yeah.
necessarily the type of look that I am personally drawn to, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
But I love the girls because they're so fabulous. And they do
Yeah.
costume changes and they dance really, really well. I mean, our boys do as
True.
well. But then
Yeah.
their dance moves are more like my type of thing to watch. So I enjoy the girl groups more. Yeah.
Yeah. And to add to Mikey, I think I could relate to that too because I grew up with DBSK, kumbaga. So after from DBSK, you move towards another generation and you see like they're singing the same way, they're acting the same way. So it's somewhat similar. And maybe during that time when I was listening to DBSK, I was big on anime and J-pop. So I was listening to Arashi and DBSK together.
yeah.
So it wasn't the same genre now, but now I'm listening to a different genre. And what I like about this new generation going into 21 into with what they were saying a while ago, that they're rapping too. So they're trying to mix the genres together with K-pop. So that's a beautiful thing I appreciate about them. And I did
Right.
also a music video thing for Office using Dynamite. So I had that song lingering in my head for 2 weeks. So that's the only song I remember of BTS because of that Office thing.
True. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Actually good. That's a good thing that you mentioned that now. Because a lot of the songs that I've heard from K-pop, I usually are able to forget. But then, you know, from at least Girls' Generation, Nobody But You, that's something you can
Mm-hmm.
never forget.
Mm.
Um,
Yes.
uh, oh
Dun,
my
dun,
God, I
dun,
forgot.
dun, dun, dun,
No,
dun, dun,
you got
21.
21, right? Especially those. I mean,
Yeah.
those are the kind of songs that stick to you, and probably because they're in English, or at least there's
Yeah.
their English lyrics. And then Dynamite too, because it's very catchy, and people do it on TikTok and all of that. Diba?
Yeah.
And then of course, you have. Oh my God, I forgot. I was just listening to it the other day. The guy with the glasses is kind of robust, sabi. And then it became a song. Sexy lady. Ooh. God.
Gangnam Style.
Right,
Sasai, Sasai.
These are really, really huge songs, and they will be
True.
forever etched in
True.
music history. And you know
Mm.
that they're from a K group or from a K artist. Diba? So, but all their other songs, I don't remember. And to be honest, I once mistook BTS for Shinny or the other way around because
Shine,
oh, see, I don't even know the real name because they look so alike. You know, I mean,
Pare-pareho.
yeah, it's like they're all from
yeah.
the same mold. You know, they're factory made, and you know, this is just
Yeah.
this is just batch 120543. Ganun.
Tapos,
True.
tapos when I finally, parang when I finally integrate how he looks like, suddenly they change their looks again. Parang, oh no, they're shuffling my head again. Especially when I saw V from Warang, then I saw him in person in the Ellen show, and then I saw another interview. Parang he has three different looks. Wait, which one is which again?
With the hair color,
With the hair color,
style.
yeah, yes, it gets confusing. So, whew.
Oh, pero
You know,
ano,
we've all been
like, like ako naman, like, I super love yung synchronicity ng choreography nila. I swear. Like,
Oh,
any
yeah.
group,
Yeah.
like, super precise. I mean, every millisecond binibilang talaga nila. Alam mo yon, yung pagka-snappy ng movements, I super love that about K-pop. Really. Yun yung palang gusto kong
Yes.
sabihin. Super love it. I don't think makikita mo yan sa like, I don't know kung makikita mo yan sa mga American artists eh. I guess, my choreography naman, pero it feels kind of convoluted. Like, it has a lot of elements. Ito kasi precise eh. Kita-kita mo yung movements pag gumagalaw silang ganyan. Parang, wow! Paano nila ginagawa yan? Diba?
Yeah.
Very
But
complicated.
it is. But in fairness naman to Filipinos, di ba, Binny, and then the other group, Shaba, I forgot. Like, male group and then the female group.
Star Hunt Boys.
Yun, there you go. So, ganun din. May level of synchronicity. Pero I feel like I'm drawn more to K-pop, I guess. Because they're more like the originals. So, yun yung isa pa palang gusto ko sa kanila. Precise eh. Yes!
Okay, I need to admit something here. I need to admit something here. There was, well, because it's quarantine and all that. There was a time wherein I was bored and I didn't have
Okay.
anything to do at home, and then I was watching. I forgot what it's called, but it's sort of like a dance showdown. So basically, there's this audio file, whatever, that plays these clips from K-pop groups. And then there would be two groups who would dance the particular sequence for that particular part of that song.
Oh.
And then whoever did it better would get a point. And I was like, I was watching it, and song after song after song would come on, and they would know the dance moves to that specific song. And I was like, what? And
How?
I had to learn part of
Sample! Sample!
Which one? Which one?
Sample.
in your area.
Mikey.
I had to learn it, but you know that, I don't know, it was like what? Like a few stanzas. It was only
Okay.
like 15, 20 seconds, but the amount of moves that you would have to do,
Grabe.
damn. I got
Yeah.
tired. I wasn't able to finish it because it was so hard. So I admire the amount of work that these guys put into their dance sequences because, I mean, you have to learn a whole song, right? But then if it's a concert, you have to learn an entire set. And each song has a specific amount of moves and a specific, like blocking and everything and movement and everything. So it blows my mind. The thing is, I don't understand the lyrics, so I can't relate.
Can I share something? Actually, I was number one, I guess, K-pop hater before.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, sobrang hater ako. Like, ganyan din ako, ganyan na ganyan. Parang, ay, Ben, magkakamukha. Ay, Ben, mas maganda pa sila sa akin.
When you read the I hate
That
to say
part. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, promise. And then just one day, I discovered the UN speech, same with Lance. And yeah, that actually what made me, I guess, interested about BTS because I was impressed. Parang, they're more than this choreography, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, yun, grabe yung transition ko, guys. So, let's see here.
Yeah, I understand. I had to dig into their album na Love Yourself because I was curious of what was, because I saw their UN speech, parang, do they match what they say? So I had to look through their discography and I found Love Yourself. Parang,
I
interesting.
was asking my boyfriend before, ano ba yung mga gusto mo? Hindi mo na maintindihan. Hindi mo nga yan. Hanggang nga ako.
So, I mean, if we were to ask you guys, what would be the most surprising thing that you've learned about BTS that made you love them?
Yeah.
Yes.
What would that be?
Good question.
Actually, nasa flow siya, guys. Pero sige, sagutin na natin.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go lang. Sige, mamaya na. Mamaya na.
Before put na flow, so, i-cover ba yan dito mamaya? Hello?
Yeah.
Am I
Yes,
yes, we can hear you.
Ayan. Sorry, wait. Taking off from what Nico said na because you like their synchronicity. Nung umulan na synchronicity, inagaw nila lahat. Wala natira kay girl
Yes!
trends.
Yes!
Kailan yung mas girl
The
trends?
shade, the
Yes!
shade, the shade.
That's
Oh my
Maya.
God. That's it.
Everyone knows them.
I love it.
Oh,
Pero wait, may question din ako. Sorry, yun lang. Joke lang yan. Sorry to any fans out there. So wait, may question ako. Iko-cover ba yan mamaya? What does BTS stand for? I mean, is it an acronym for something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So probably Maya wasn't here earlier.
I wasn't here a while ago.
Ay, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm late.
That's
ulitin
okay.
natin for the viewers too.
Yeah.
Yes, for those who just came in.
Go
Ayan,
Pats.
okay. So earlier, Ange mentioned that BTS stands for, and actually both Mark and Ange mentioned earlier, BTS, the Korean translation for that is Bangtan Sonyeondan, which means, if translated in English, is Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Yes.
So there, yes. And hence, because of that name, the term ARMY was also derived, which is the fandom name for BTS fans.
Nirealize ako.
If we use
It's a very
the
sudden.
English version, Bulletproof Boy Scouts, they would
Exactly.
also be BBS.
Yes.
Yes, BBS.
Yes! Oh my God! Mikey, yes! Goodness. Yeah.
Anyway, intro pa lang 30 minutes na tayo. Di ko next.
Go, 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 go!
Intro pa lang.
Okay, go.
About the project. Please email me at Jonah. Daming tanong. Joke. Anyway, let's start with the challenge. So,
Gusto ko yan.
Ay, gusto ko yan. Game.
prepared ako eh. Wait
Ay.
lang. Can I share my screen? Meeting talaga.
So,
Okay.
can I share my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Drum roll. Ayan na.
And you guys see my
I love
screen?
this poster, by the way.
Ayun na. Okay.
Okay.
Ayan. Since I'm known for having killing meters, I also came up with an army meter.
Yay.
There's me, respect, almost there, and officially an army. But I guess, based on our discussion earlier, most of you are still under the me level. So
So,
there.
Somewhere there.
Tingnan natin
somewhere
later
there.
if it increases, no? Kung
Yes.
aakyat ba sa
Ay, gusto
respect,
ko to.
almost there,
Okay.
or nasa officially an army stage na
Okay.
siya.
Okay.
You know, I was almost expecting that you would also have a Y somewhere there because A, almost there, R, respect, M, me, and then Y.
Why?
So that is
So, why question mark?
Why?
Why?
Like, why are you listening?
No. Letter Y para army siya.
Y
If
question
you
mark.
check the first
Yeah, why
letter.
question mark? Parang,
Sorry.
ibig sabihin, I don't know anything about being an
Pwede.
army or...
Pwede rin.
Parang why even?
Oh, yeah, not even.
Oy, pwede.
Ilagay natin yung Y. So, our goal is to at least siguro pataas yan siya by 1 or 2 steps.
Gusto ko yan.
Sige.
Yes. Okay, drill us now, Sergeant. Ganun eh.
Oh,
5 rounds wherein we'll show BTS clips, and after each round, we'll get
Ay,
your
gusto ko to.
I
and
love.
at the end of the show, we'll ask you again about the army meter.
Yes, yes. I love it.
Push.
Grabe, Ash, ang daming time.
Oo nga.
Tapos mo na ba lahat ng deck mo, Ash?
Okay, last pala, before we start, please take note of this one. I will mention this only once. BTS has 7 members.
Okay.
The
Okay.
rappers are RM, Suga, and J-Hope.
Okay.
Then the 4 vocalists are Jin, Jimin, V, and Jungkook.
Okay.
My God, names.
Will forget, I swear.
I will forget.
Uy, may pa-examine ba ito mamaya?
Oh my God, may exam ba?
May
Board,
surprise pala.
may
Board
debrief
exam.
dito.
Board exam, mama.
Pwede maybe we can show them the muna, the poster so we can tell them sino-sino.
Meron ako
Sino.
dito.
Yes. I only know them by their names.
Daming time talaga.
Actually, sasabihin naman natin yung names nila. Iba
Ay,
pa
okay.
ano eh.
Sige,
sige.
sige.
Sige, go. Char.
So, wait. Oh my God, I don't even remember who V looks like. Nagbago
Ang alam ko lang-
itsura niya.
Ang alam ko lang, V ng Cheat the Series. Chart.
Right.
Oh my God.
Invest na lang namin yung names. Pero later,
Kailangan
ang
ko lang na V, si Ate V.
matag,
Yes.
ang goal namin is matag niyo yung names nila sa bawat.
Oh my God. Totoo ba?
I will mention the name. Okay.
Oh
The
no.
first round.
Okay,
Oh my God,
game.
forgot.
The first round is actually clips from a US show TV guesting that they had to promote
Ellen.
two most hit songs. They released these 2 songs kailan nga ba? Basta recent lang. And their goal was actually just to bring hope and positivity to people during these times. And both topped the Billboard Hot 100 chart. One of which being at number 1 for 3 weeks. Alam niyo na yun. And the other first song in Korean to top the charts. I'll send out the English translation of the Korean song in the chat in case you're
Bet.
interested. So, we'll play the video.
Hey. So we were just sharing a while ago for their love for BTS, and they were trying to introduce us on BTS too. So we just seen the first music video a while ago, and for me, I kind of felt I am getting the hang of who's who and who does what, like who are the rappers, who are the singers. So I got to see them live, and hi V, ganun eh.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the only one I could remember because I remember his face in Hwarang so well. I just have to refigure that with a new hairstyle, with a new look. So I think the 2 people that struck me was V and RM, if I'm not mistaken. RM the rapper.
Okay, okay.
How about you guys?
Well, ako naman, V and Jungkook talaga. As in V consistently. Talagang yun yung tumatak sa akin. Jungkook was kind of there and then biglang, siguro exposure, I guess. That's a factor, I think. But V really stood out to me at least. Yes.
Same. I would have to say V as well. That's it. That's the tweet.
Ayan.
Siguro, I have to agree na si Jungkook, parang when he had that shining moment, tapos you all noticed, I was like, oh nga, no?
Yes.
Pero, in terms of look, parang, I think, nag-google kasi ako ng names na, so I was trying to match the faces with the names. So some of the faces that talagang struck me the most ever since was Jin's face.
Oh my God, nalala
okay.
ko nga yan, Jin. Nagulat ako.
Ha?
Worldwide.
Ano ba? Si Jin, nalala mo.
Oo, so yun. So siya, in terms of face.
Fun
Okay.
fact, Jin was called worldwide handsome. Self-proclaimed and
Ooh.
agreed and approved naman by the fans that he is a worldwide handsome daw siya.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Tama na?
Totoo
Jin, di ba?
naman.
Oo, Jin.
Interesting.
But for me, Jin kasi has this if V has Warang, no, he has already appeared as a role in Warang. No? Pero for
Yeah.
me,
Oh,
out
okay.
of all the seven, Vin has the most, what do you call this, the most K drama look of
Yeah,
Yes,
especially
of all,
agree.
especially with his build, with his height, with his facial structure and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yun.
yeah.
With Jungkook and V and the rest, no, they I can give them the parang especially Jungkook, no. Parang there's sort of modelly look
Yes, yes.
personally as how I see Jungkook and V. V is a
Mhm.
very parang, in modeling we have this ano, diba, editorial and catalog. No? So V
Yeah.
being the visual that he is, no. V has
Mhm.
this catalog look. Yeah.
Yes. Agree,
Jill
agree.
also was my original bias, I guess. Kasi parang when I wasn't really into their music, I just know that there's BTS na. Si Jin din yung una kong napansin. So,
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. Second round. I'm
Oh
excited
no.
for this one because these two clips are my personal favorites. Uh,
Okay.
these are the lead singles from their best-selling album this year. It's called Map of the Soul 7.
Mm.
Sort of released this in celebration of their seventh anniversary. You
Mm-hmm.
guys
Mhm.
are probably not aware, but BTS usually writes, composes, and produces their
Wow!
ever since their debut.
Especially the newest
So
album.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
the newest
that.
album is
Nice.
yeah.
self-produced.
Wow.
So
All right.
the first
Right.
song, is called Black Swan. If I may give a background about the song, it's actually parang they wrote this to sort of express their fear of losing their passion for their craft.
Okay.
Uh, Deep shit joke. So yeah, parang I'll send the translation in the chat, but that's sort of the main message of the song. And then there's a line also that um the day music no longer fills them with the same passion as before would feel like their first death. Parang may ganun na siya na lyrics. So that's
Okay.
Black Swan. And
Mhm.
the second song is my number one BTS song. It's sort of a culmination of their overall journey kasi of being artists. And the main lyrics, you'll hear it repeatedly mamaya, later. It's Bring the Pain On. Because the main message of the song is sort of parang no matter how many times they fall, they'll rise again for they've always done so. Parang, yeah. So those
Mm.
are the two songs. Let's watch it, guys.
Yung first, yung dalawang links ba?
Yes.
Okay, share natin sa chat. I'm sharing it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yung is the Bring the Pain On was the one with the drums or yung parang
Yes.
nakasandalo sila? Just to confirm.
Yes.
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 Ah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, so far I'm watching And you clip that's which one is this? Is this the Black Swan or the Bring the Pain
This
On?
is the Black
It's
Swan.
Black Swan.
It looks like
Yeah,
Black
this is Black
Swan.
Swan.
Yeah, and I'm look at the video right now of Black Swan. I like the very theatrical reference to it. I like how they're playing along with the Black Swan, the film too. You could see theater, you could see drama, you could see the shadows of the Black Swan play. You could see that.
Mhm.
So ang galing.
Yes.
I sent the English translation.
Oh my gosh, sila to? What
Yes.
the hell?
Yes.
Ang galing, no? Galing nila.
So
Yeah.
they can do contemporary dance too.
Yeah, yeah. I saw. The intro was contemporary, so you could see them
Right.
jumping like ballerinas. Kumbaga. My
I
God.
have a question.
Yep.
Ako kasi personally, I'm as a soft army. Kasi I'm not as aggressive and as what do you call this, as susog with compared to the other fans. So I'll give them the crown for that. Pero as for this specific photo, I somehow cannot tell who is who except for
Yeah.
Mm,
a few.
So that's
If
it.
I have no recall, if I have no recall of the video,
Yeah.
I can only see Jimin and Jin.
okay.
Yeah. So,
Wait, which one is
Actually.
which there?
you, I think Jimin is at the center. Tama ba, Pat? Ay,
Yes,
tama ba, Pat?
Yes.
Jimin. Si
Siya.
Jimin.
Siya.
Though they're sort,
Yeah, and
they sort of intended it to be parang gusto nilang magmukha talaga silang contemporary
Mm,
group
Mm.
or dancers here. I think that's why parang medyo sinadya nila na dark din yung para mahirapan din i-distinguish.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Mm.
Actually, I think this is from a US TV show. Tama, di ba?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this
Yes.
particular video is from a US TV show, and what I liked about this, well, aside from how theatrical and how artistic, classical yung dating ng clip or ng video na to, no? Pero kasi, ito ata yung video na naka-see-through si Jungkook. Tama ba?
Yes!
Yes, ito yun.
Yeah! Oh
This
my
is that
God!
video. Ito yun.
Wait,
Ito
saan
yun.
yun? Anong second yun?
Although, 'di ba, Black Swan is more of Jimin style. It's contemporary.
Mm,
Kasi parang, 'di ba, the dancers, they have different styles. J-Hope is more on
Yeah.
Yes.
hip-hop-ish, si J-Hope.
Hip-hop.
Jungkook is more of a mix of both. And then Jimin is more of
ah,
contemporary. So this is more of Jimin style. And I guess for the entire performance, you can see that he's more of, for this specific dance rather, parang medyo mas center siya most of the time.
okay.
And yeah, wala. Yeah. Yan. But what's also nice about BTS is that, 'di ba, parang you cannot stereotype them in one genre, regardless of the song, regardless of the dance style, and that's
Right.
something nice. That's something that I really love about them. So later on, we'll see more of that in the other videos.
Mm.
So this is Black Swan. So they shifted from contemporary and they go to or yung what's the full title again?
It's
On.
on. Are
On.
you guys done with Black Swan?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with
Yeah.
on.
Second video na tayo.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll share sa comment. Ako na lang mag-share ng link sa comments. Okay.
On naman has this yung parang drumming
I
1-2
suggest
step.
you turn on the
crumping
captions,
style.
guys. The English subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yun ang ginagawa ko actually.
It's usually on for me.
And it feels like yung mga drum dubstep kind of dancing, yung mga ganon, na may halong crumping, na medyo grungy. So
Okay.
you could see the shift from contemporary to grunge. Ang galing.
Ganun sila
And-
versatile,
Ganun sila-
no?
Yes. And the
Galing.
production level is hands down. Alam mo, pinag-isipan
Right.
talaga nila yung production
Right.
level nila.
Yes.
Well, but I do have a question though. So, inyo Patty, Ange, and Maki. I know, wala sa isip ko talaga. Char. So ito ba, like, yung theme ba nila? Like, is it based on the album? Or is it just, like, based on the song itself? Like, kasi we see, like, sabi nga nila, it's theatrical for Black Swan, and here it's kind of, like, percussion-ish, di ba, na music, upbeat sort of. But is it based on the album or is it really based on the song?
The entire album kasi has various genres. So if you listen to the songs in the album,
Okay.
there are different genres to it. So for this specific song, this is this specific genre. Hence, this is the specific dance style that they have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, and each specific album has different versions.
Yes.
So, for example,
Oh.
with Map of the Soul 7, may apat siyang version, and one of which is yung parang the darky, and some
Okay.
are very like like the bubblegum pink, purple, sky blue kind of theme. So it's
Okay.
in one album, you have different versions. So I think yun din yung inspiration ng mga songs and with the videos that they put out for each specific, like each music video and each song. So
Mhm.
ayun.
So-
Well, in fact, at least for this music video na on, I cannot call it, I don't know how to call it in production terms, no? Pero it's not, hindi siya kasi one long shot. Kasi segmented yung shot ng music video. But
Yes.
for you guys who have already watched it, it is one take. Like the whole music video
Whoa.
is done
Oh, wow.
in one take. So parang they uploaded a behind the scenes video kind of thing na
Oo.
Ang galing.
the other dancers and the other members of the group are running behind the camera to get
Oh
to
my
their next point
God.
when the camera is panned to where they
Talaga?
are supposed to be.
Yes.
Yes.
That's for that music video on screen, di ba? Kasi I'm seeing another on na that has animals, yung medyo,
Parang
they
Hunger
call
Games.
this? Parang Hunger Games na they look like they're from, yun nga, desert. Basta I see a giraffe and what they call this? Parang broken down trees, parang ganun.
Mm-mm.
Wait, kung one take to, mahirap to ha. Kasi usually mga music videos, spliced and then edited na eh. Parang you have to stop in one sequence. Then parang
Yeah.
add up all these scenes. Ito, isang take lang. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's one take. Although it's not one long shot, no? Pero
Grabe.
it's one take. I think I can't remember how many times based on in an interview. I guess if I remember it correctly, how many times they how many times it took them for or how many takes. Pero just to complete the whole video na walang
Right.
mistake. Although I don't know if it's alright. Pero there's one tiny mistake that I see in this specific music video. Pero sobrang minimal na lang yun. Yung may tama ba ako, Patty? Hindi ko na maalala. Nadapa or naluhod or natisod or something.
Okay.
Meron. Yes.
Yeah, meron. Yan. Pero
Hanapin
isa
nila.
lang. Para siyang yung
I love
pusa sa
it.
10 piso. Yung gano'n. Mahirap hanapin.
Mm-mm.
Ang nice pala, no? Seryoso.
Yan.
Ay,
Sabi ng
iba,
pamangkin ko na nanonood,
Yep.
si V
Or
daw
done.
yun. Si V daw yung natisod.
Natapa.
Ah,
Oh my
okay.
God. Kawawa
And
naman siya.
Kanon si V.
oo. For this music video, I actually love the dance break.
Right.
Sobrang ganda nung dance break. Sobrang amazing. And actually, the choreography for this, the footwork, it's so amazing. Ang galing talaga. I think usually ang point ng BTS choreography is always the footwork. Or not always, but most of the time it's the footwork. And I'm so amazed by the footwork of this music video. The footwork of the choreography for On. Sobrang on point. Ang galing.
Yes.
Correct. I'd I'd also like to commend the dance break. As in yung parang segment where they were just dancing. Kasi grabe ang intense ng emotions nila. Tapos sobrang intense ng movements. Tapos the fact that they can still look at the camera, find where the camera is.
Yeah.
Tapos parang give that stare on the camera and parang project emotions. I mean, that means they really know the dance moves like their heart.
Right. Galing.
Yeah.
Pero ang galing kasi may nip slip doon, mama. Nakita ko.
Dalawa sila doon.
Namatay yung
Ang talas
boyfriend
ng
ko
mata.
doon, kay Jimin.
Si Jungkook.
Anong second? Anong ano?
Ay,
Sa dulo. Sa
Sabay na
dulo.
dulo yun.
Ay, kabisado nga nila.
Grabe.
Oo, kabisado niya mga yan. So habang sinasabi nila, alam niyo ba, na
I
itong
love
music
it.
video is chinote nila while winter or like one of the colder months in Korea.
No,
Outside?
it's in LA, sorry. It's in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yun.
Correct. Kasi lagi din ginagamit tong set na to ng mga ibang series ni Ryan Murphy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, ay seryoso nga, like the first two songs pala, Dynamite, yung first na pinanood natin kanina, and then these two, wow, I never thought they'd be able to do something like this. I don't know.
At iba rin yung music video ng Dynamite kasi I remember using that as a reference for the music video we did. So
True.
Dynamite had a very fluffy cotton candy feel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Compared to this,
Right.
parang iba.
It's very nice. Diba? Yung versatility diba?
And you can see talaga their hard work on what they do. I mean, their
Right.
passion is really singing, dancing, performing. Unlike sa iba, nagkakamali sa dance steps, mga ganon.
Versa ba ito mga to? Char.
Cider. Ganun eh. So, what's the next? Are we gonna go to another music video after this?
Hintayin natin si ating Ange.
Habang wala pa si Ate Ange.
Yes. Anong gagawin natin?
Habang,
As of now, guys, I just want to ask now, do you guys parang familiarize yourself na with who is who? Kasi ako din personally, nung una akong na-immerse
Yeah.
nauna akong na-introduce or nag-start with BTS. Medyo nalilito ako, especially for Jin and Jimin. Because of the name or what. Pero, nalilito ako.
Same.
siguro once I get to know them more or get to know see their videos more,
Right.
I get to know who's who and which one is which.
Kanina, totoo lang, yung ginawa ni Maya, nag-Google din talaga ako eh. Kasi
Ako rin.
Ako i-memorize visually, sino ba itong mga to? Yung hulma ng mga mukha nila. Pati pagkasikit, pare-pareho. Diba?
Kaya the only person I could recognize at first glance was, the three pala. Si RM, si V, tsaka si Suga.
Si V.
Si Suga kasi is the pinaka-baby face sa kanilang lahat. If I remember correctly.
Right.
So yung medyo bilugan yun dito, unlike the others. Kaya he's an easy face to remember. Tapos we have V. Dahil nga sa Huarang, I remember that kilay. And after watching a lot of videos ni RM speaking in UNICEF, kaya parang I get to remember his face. Pero the others, I could still swap all of them pa together. So I'm still trying to figure out how can I differentiate Jungkook from Jimin from the other two. So paano ba?
Si Jungkook yung medyo malaki yung eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Si Jungkook yun. And then,
And always
medyo
the
muscly.
center.
And all the tattoos.
Okay.
May tattoo sa hand.
And
That's
always
Okay.
the center.
And the center,
Always
yes.
the
That's
center.
Jungkook.
Okay.
Si Jin naman, the shoulders.
The main visual.
The wide, Jin is the main visual. And the guy with the wide shoulders. Widest shoulders among
Okay.
the seven. That's Jin.
Okay.
Diba? Si Jimin is, how can you describe Jimin?
Siya yung kapag hinabaan mo yung buhok mo, passable as the most feminine. For
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Correct.
Ang naging peg ko lang kay Jimin, siya yung may sleepy eyes. Kumbaga.
Yes, that's Jimin too. Yes, siya yun.
Marami siyang naaakit na lalaki.
Oo,
Like my boyfriend.
that's Jimin. Yes.
Okay.
Did I hear Ajuma? Nagsasabi na Ajuma?
Oo.
Nagsasabi na Ajuma.
Sorry. Kasi yun yung damit ni Jimin doon. Very, very, very nanay Korean.
Okay.
Can you guys guess who this is?
Oh my gosh, Jungkook? Char, hindi ko alam.
Correct.
Yes.
Totoo?
Si Jungkook.
Yes, JK. Jungkook.
Galing, tumas IQ niya na.
Nag-visual recall na ako.
In fairness, meron ka na ako, wala pa.
Jimin?
V.
Ay,
It's
mali. V?
Yes, it's V.
Oh.
Mata.
Ay.
May visual recall ako sa mata ni V.
Shucks, oh my gosh.
Guessing game to, saya nito. Game, who's next?
Game night pala to, no?
Game night.
Game night.
Masasagot na nila.
Si RM. Yan si RM.
Very good.
RM.
Oo.
Revenue
Can
management.
you like parang give your hula on what RM means?
Revenue management?
Sabi na
Ricky Martin.
bagay, papa.
Oh, sorry po, Benta.
Another
Sorry.
question.
Ricky Martin. Hala,
Ano ba RM?
uh,
Radio Master.
To close? Tama ba, Patch? Close na ba? Medj.
Medj-ish, pero malayo pa din. Siguro just to give a clue, this is...
Ramyun Mukbang. Char.
I'm sorry, it's not. X. Any other guesses?
May sagot si Allen. Gonzaga.
Sige.
Sige, what's Alan?
Okay.
So tama siya?
Tama siya, yes.
Yes.
Answer is actually RM's first stage name when BTS debuted.
I see.
But prior to yes, prior to BTS, he has several other stage names kasi he used to be an underground rapper before being recruited by Big Hit Entertainment. So when he debuted as part of BTS, he was debuted as Rap Monster, and eventually that was changed to RM.
I
Hence, we
see.
know him as RM now.
Eto, sino to? Ay, sorry, may chat. Wait lang baka mabasa niyo. Charot.
Oh my gosh.
Jimin,
And
Jin.
I heard the
Suga,
correct answer. I heard the correct
Jin.
answer. I
Is it
heard the correct
Jin. Si
answer.
Jin.
Jimmy.
Si Jin.
Correct. Yes, it's Jin.
Jin.
Yun, tama.
Jin.
Oh,
Jin.
wow. My gosh, nahirapan ako dun ha. Char.
Pati may nababasa ako. What's a bias breaker?
Bias
Bias
checker.
checker.
Or bias
Wait.
breaker, parang ganun.
You have
have-
your bias. That's your favorite
Member.
Star.
And bias checker, pag nakikita mo siya, nakakalimutan mo yung bias mo.
Yes. Parang super
Oh.
or parang it's either parang medyo nagtatalo siya dun sa bias position.
Sorry, isa pa. Bias breaker
Wrecker.
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 and then wrecker? Ano?
Like
Sorry.
Wreck-It
Wrecker.
Ralph.
Wreck.
Bias
As in
It's
wreck.
bias
Wrecking
wrecker.
ball.
Wreck-It.
As in.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wreck me open. Charot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, let's go to the next round.
Okay.
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 So I was actually just highlighting the 4 main vocalists of BTS. So yeah, let's go watch it.
Ano yung next link mo? Tama. Na-enjoy ko to in fairness.
Oo nga.
Dynamics. I love it.
Yeah, while we're waiting, I mean, how can you memorize? Kasi diba there's a lot naman na other yung sa kanila that have more people in the group. How do they memorize all of them? Especially if they stand that 48 or 28 people group.
Sige, I'll start. For me kasi, when I started with BTS, they have different hair colors. So it was easier for me to memorize each member. Whereas when they have
Okay.
like everyone has black hair, it's kind of difficult to differentiate one from
True.
the other.
Yes.
So yun. So I guess it was easier for me that way because I was able to distinguish one from the other based on their hair color. Kaya lang,
Yeah.
every era, they change their hair
Bago.
color.
Yes.
Yun yung mahirap.
Kung nataon ka sa era na black hair silang lahat, good luck. Charot.
Yes. And then actually, diba?
Oh my
I
God,
was in
before.
I was trying to memorize them when they had the different hair colors. Then I went to the era that they had all black hair. Parang, oh no, it all shuffled na. Who's who?
Yeah.
Ay, itong next video na to, iba ulit yung hair colors nila.
Oh no!
Oh no, ito na. Just to die.
Test, round 2 test na to.
Kaya pala rounds nung ginawa nyo. Pahirapan pala po.
Let's go watch, guys.
Ito ba itong The Truth Untold? Tama?
Yeah. There's English subtitles, so
Yes.
Which version are we watching?
the one I sent on this it's here.
Who are the vocalists again? So silang apat na kumakanta, yung apat na vocalists.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the vocalists, we have Jin, we have Jimin, we have V, and we have Jungkook.
Tatlong
okay.
J and isang V.
So sila tong apat. I
Yes.
assume, wait lang. Si Jin yung yellow hair among the singers. Is that
Hold
right?
on. Let me check.
With a flowery blazer. Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Hanta kayo ng double check.
Oh, sorry, double check. Sorry na. Sorry, trabaho lang.
Okay.
My God.
Recording video.
Naligaw na rin ulit ako. Sino-sino sila.
Yes,
Nagbago na naman yung hairstyles nila.
Oh my gosh, the song! I love it! Naramdaman ko yun.
a little trivia for this song. Correct me if I'm wrong, ha? Was this co-produced by Steve Aoki?
Yeah, it was.
Steve Aoki.
Yes. So another song which BTS collaborated with Stevie Aoki was Mic Drop. I mean, there's a Mic Drop version wherein it was only BTS who
Ah,
sang, but there was also a version wherein they collaborated with Stevie Aoki. So ito naman, this is another collaboration with Stevie Aoki.
Who else did they collaborate with? Kasi di ba like if Lady Gaga collaborated with Blackpink, who were the other foreign singers BTS
For
collaborated with?
BTS. There's
Halsey.
Besides Steve
Halsey.
Aoki.
There's
See?
Halsey for Boy With Love. There's
Okay.
Sia for On. There's also they have with
oh
Love,
my gosh, the
Make It
song.
Right. And they
Okay.
also have with other singers. Yan. Lil Nas X with RM and then others.
So they go separates then minsan.
What the
Yes,
song? Oh
yes,
my
Okay.
gosh.
sometimes. Pero usually, they work with, they collaborate with other artists.
Ay. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, naiyak ako sa song. Seriously. I
Serious siya.
swear.
Yes.
Wow, Rochelle.
Rachel mentioned it took her 28 videos to memorize the name and faces.
Oh my
Rochelle, I'm
god.
struggling too. I can relate.
Rochelle is now very much into K-pop. She's a reactor, and I've seen her post videos of her reactions to K-pop groups.
Oh, hi, Rochelle. Who's your bias group, Rochelle? Let us know in the comment section.
Yes.
Your ultimate bias group.
With this song, it's beautiful. Seryoso.
So
It
who was
is.
the guy again with the black suit with flowers?
What?
Teka.
Let's see.
Ang hula ko si Jin.
I
Si
think
Jin
it's
yung
Jin.
hula ko. Jin.
Jin.
Yay!
It's Jin. It's Jin.
It's
Yay!
Jin.
I got it correctly. Oh my gosh.
It's Jin.
And yung katerno natin na naka-pink.
Yung naka-pink. Wait.
That's Jimin.
I got those two confused pa. I already found who V was.
Aw.
So I'm looking for and Jungkook most likely the other one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jim,
Si Jungkook
Jimin,
yung naka-white.
Jungkook,
Oh
Yeah.
my
V,
gosh, the
three more
song.
people.
Seryoso
And
ba
then si V,
yun?
si V yung naka-blue. Tama ba?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Yung pink yung hair.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Uy,
Okay.
oh my gosh, the song. Nasunod ako ng song. Naiyak ako. So, I'm sorry.
That sounds
They-
beautiful.
Saan ka nasundot? Saan part?
sa rectal somewhere position. Char lang. Ano? Anong tawag dito? Sila nag-compose doon, right? They wrote it and then they...
Co-wrote ata.
Co-wrote.
Ah.
Yeah.
With Steve Aoki.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Ganun.
Rochelle's bias daw is Jimin and her wrecker is V. Ba't ganun palaging si V ang wrecker nila?
Nakakorrect siya talaga.
Actually,
He's both my bias
papunta na
and
ako
bias.
My bias is, well, my original bias is V, but I
Ah.
switched lanes because my bias record then was Suga. Tapos hanggang sa naging full Suga bias na ako. And now my
Ako
bias
rin.
is
Actually, si Jen din
Ah.
bias ko before I was wrecked by V and now he's both my bias and bias wreck.
Gusto ko yun. I'm wrecked by V. Gusto ko yun.
gusto mo
Sana
yun?
ma-wreck
I don't
din ako.
mind getting
Gusto mo
wrecked
yun?
as well.
Gusto ko yun.
Okay.
What's our next
Then-
video?
The next video, I'm not sure if you guys are into rap music, but it's a rap
I am.
performance. The main rappers of BTS. So it's here. It's called Dare.
So, review, that's RM, Suga, and who am I missing?
J-Hope.
Jeho. Si Jeho na lang hindi ko nakakabasado.
Okay. Let me share the link sa chat.
At least this is gonna be easier for me to remember who's who.
Yeah.
Yes. Mas distinguished yung features nila from each other.
Nawawala
Yes.
na ako sa mukha
Alright.
nila, te. Pinapakinggan ko lang talaga yung yung song. Char.
Pero grabe pala yung production nila ng on stage din, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grabe, no? Iba
Kalahati
level.
yan.
Parang concert. Lagi.
Have you guys ever watched a live concert nila?
Si Ange
I
pa lang.
did.
In person?
Oh,
Ange pa lang.
talaga?
Oh.
Si
That's the
Ange.
best day of my life.
Amazing.
So si RM yung naka-headband, tama ba? Magalaw siya masyado eh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Tapos si Suga yung sumunod, yung naka-long sleeves na yung parang bulletproof vest. Tama ba? Or hindi?
Hindi. That's
And,
J-Hope.
Si
and that's
J-Hope. Si
J-Hope.
J-Hope
Si Ay, ito
yun.
si Suga. Si Suga yung kwan. Si Suga yung medyo blondish na yung hair. Okay. Gets.
Yes, yes.
So, Andrew, what's experience like? I mean, what is it like being with the fans? Kasi the only concert I remember going to was Coldplay, yung biggest din. And it's a really good experience, especially when you're all with the fans themselves. It's very interactive. You're all screaming, you're all
Super.
dancing, you're all
I
singing.
cried.
Wow.
Yes, kasi parang it was only after a few months of following them, tapos I booked a ticket to Hong Kong agad just to watch them live. And then grabe yung experience kasi ang intense, as in lahat talaga engaged, and then parang you sort of have these light sticks pa. So super engaging uh for the goers. And then umiyak ako. As in, ang overwhelming yung experience for me.
Yeah, that's true. I can imagine. At saka especially, parang when you see everybody else so emotional as well.
Yeah. And everyone was dancing.
Ang ganda ng energy draw na yun, no? I mean, when everyone's participating in one whole giant experience. Ang
Yes.
galing.
So the audience is using those, I think, glow globes. What do you call them?
Light sticks.
Army bombs, light sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Light sticks. Okay.
Lagi silang meron parang ano, no, something for the audience. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Parang meron
Yeah.
like merch or like light sticks.
Ang galing. And it's for
Yeah.
free? Or is it given during the
No.
entrance?
Oh, no. It's not
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the
Oh.
most expensive. Oh my god.
It is. It's for sale. It's not like given when
Okay.
you enter the concert.
Kasi yung Coldplay naman, they also had a watch na may ilaw. So every time you would dance or it would follow the beats, the ilaw will follow the beats of the songs and your rhythm
Oh.
too. And it's
Yeah,
for free.
parang ganun din siya.
Remember,
Parang
that
ganun
was
din.
for free.
But that was for free when we
Yeah.
went.
What's the
How much now,
estimated
Army bomb
price?
ngayon?
I'm sorry?
What's the
How much ang Army
estimated
bomb daw
price?
ngayon?
Nakalimutan ko na.
Siguro
3?
mga
3? 4?
more 3 to 4 kasama shipping.
Oh.
So roughly $60 to $80.
Pero ako, I
Mga-
bought it at the venue eh. Medyo mapipilit. Kasi
Oh, how
lahat,
much is your buy it? How much is your buy it at the venue?
nakalimutan ko na. Pero, yeah.
Kasi
But,
pinapansin ni Anshon.
Oo. Basta kailangan RB bomb. Go.
pero ma-encourage ko kasi lahat. Pero, oh my God, may army bomb sila. Sige na nga ako na din.
Pero ang fun kasi, di ba? Parang it changes colors with others. And it's
Yeah.
controlled
Yeah.
as a venue. So,
And also,
At saka-
parang halimbawa, sorry. Go, Maya.
No, it just adds feels to the feels during the concert.
Yeah, and even right now, no, like when syempre they don't have concerts na allowed ngayon, especially now. Pero even before, if they have like virtual stuff na announce and like a virtual concert of some sort, yung while you're watching at home, you can connect the light stick to whatever program or whatnot or app. Tapos magsisync yung light stick
Light
while
stick.
you're watching virtually at home.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Galing.
Yeah.
Ay, totoo
And
ba
it's
yun,
not-
Anne? So
Totoo yun,
he
Anne.
Yeah.
really gave you the hard sign?
Yeah. It's
Grabe
true
ka.
kasi, if I may share,
Ah.
anong tawag dyan? Nagpunta ako dun sa parang bawal na area kasi medyo malapit ako dun sa stage. And then we went to our side. So talagang napakama ako. Tapos nandun ako sa bawal na area. Tapos sigaw ako na sigaw. Tayo, pinahilapit. Tapos Nike.
gosh.
Pero nirecord ko siya. Tapos ganun siya sa akin.
So you got that recorded, as in you got him making the hard sign recorded.
No.
Tama ba?
Kasi sa
Ay,
sobrang
sayang.
Hina-heart attack.
Why?
Hina-heart sa kanya.
Sayang.
So, narinig lang yung
Ay,
boses ko na, oh, nag-heart siya sa akin, nag-heart siya sa akin. Yun.
Sana all.
Oh my gosh.
true.
Nakakatawa yun.
Ayan, tapos ko na
What's our next
panoorin.
video?
Okay, next video. Actually, next round na siya. The fourth,
Okay.
supposedly, just a dance, a compilation of their dance breaks. But send the link. This one is their first ever trailer of their first album. So baka hindi nyo ulit sila ma-recognize.
Iba na naman ba hair nila?
Summer din ba to?
Always.
Babies pa sila dito.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anong video to, Ange?
Baby boy.
If you don't mind me asking, how young are they? Anong age range nilang lahat?
Yeah.
Jin was
Yeah,
21
this is-
yata back then. Jin is the eldest member. He was 21 then. Jungkook is around 15 when they debuted.
Oh.
Magulat ka, 40 na
Chicken
sila
nuggets.
lahat, guys, no?
Diba? Konti na lang seniors na.
Di ba ganun sa mga K-dramas, magulat mga 30 na yung iba doon. Bigla ko lang.
Oh my gosh, yung sila Gongyo, 40 plus, tama ba?
Yes.
Yes.
Oo, di ba?
I mean, the cast of Goblin.
Ano? Okay.
Yan.
Yes.
What's the title? Oil Roll 8
Are you
comedy.
late too?
Ano na ito?
Ha?
O, iba naman to, di ba?
What does that mean?
Mas bata sila.
Why is it
It's
a
one of the
comeback
oldest.
trailer?
I love it. Lakas
Oh, they're going
maka...
Lakas
for the
maka-hip-hop.
next round,
Lakas maka-step up to.
can I just spam you with different dance
Ay,
videos
nice.
and then
I'm getting step up feels.
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
True.
Yeah.
Yes,
Step up.
I love it.
So I can figure out who's who.
True.
yes.
Same.
They look so different nung debut days nila, no?
And they
They
look
look so
all the
young.
same pa. They have the same hairdo, so it's so confusing.
Yeah, and the eyeliner. That's naka-dark eyeliner sila.
Yes. So when did they start to
Who
diversify?
doesn't?
I mean, like when did they start to diversify and change each other's looks? Like yung parang they have their own signature looks.
I think before, kasi the intention for BTS was to debut as a hip-hop group. So eventually,
Very
I
evident here.
think around they debuted 2013. I think they started veering away from the hip-hop era, mga 2015 more or less. 2015, 2016. And then,
Okay.
that's when they started.
Yes.
Yun. So, parang nag-iba na yung genre. Hindi naman nag-iba, pero parang they were mixing and matching so many genres. And
Kapag
they're
wala na silang
more
mangga.
experimental with their music. So, yun.
Okay. Which happens when it comes to the music industry. They start experimenting, start going to different genres. And I think that's the only way they can survive. Kasi if they stick to one genre, baka we don't know what will happen. They might die with the genres trend too.
Correct.
Okay, I'm glad they were as versatile to shift genres.
The mangas is gone.
Tuwa si Mikey sa
it.
Wait, who has the big hair? Who has the ganong hair?
That's RM.
FRM.
Ah,
Are they all of the same age, as in their batchmates?
No, Jin is the
No.
eldest.
Pero si
Jin is
Jungkook,
the eldest.
medyo
Oh,
na.
Jungkook is youngest, no?
Okay.
But when
So, paano yun?
ngayon, yung cook is... Sorry, go.
No, so paano yan kapag time na for them to get assigned in the military?
Right.
Yun nga.
Military conscription.
It's actually
Diba?
Sensitive topic yan.
Oo, hot topic
Ay,
siya.
oh my
Kasi
God.
parang
Now.
I'm so sorry.
hot topic siya ngayon.
No.
Because, what is? Ha?
No, I just want to say na it's a hot topic, yeah. So,
Oo. So it's a hot topic right now kasi parang parang a number of people are rallying for BTS military exemption. So pero medyo mixed yung views. Well, medyo mixed yung reactions towards that. Kasi parang may mga exemptions sila with military conscription, pero hindi kasama yung sa mga idols. It wasn't considered. So ngayon, parang it's making waves in the Western, well, it's making waves out there. So parang ngayon, they're debating whether it's enough or worthy for military conscription exemption or not. So yun.
Ooh, pero 50-50 ba yung populace on that or may certain inclinations na ba sila? Welcome to BBS. Welcome to BBS now. We're back.
Hindi ko rin masabi because whether paano ba? I think nasa legislative na parang medyo ano na eh, medyo it's out there. Pero pag when you think about it or when that conscription when the exemption is given to them, parang it's gonna be a hot topic pa rin.
Yeah.
Kasi parang it will be very, very popular.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
A difficult decision. Pwede bang mag-enlist sa military while they're there? Charot.
Yun nga eh.
I want to share my houses, please.
Mama.
And then I have another question. So if they are not exempted, will they also be called an army? Charot.
Army na din sila.
Army na rin sila. Tapos kapag may nag-lecture about Dynamite, sasayaw sila.
Why not?
O kaya kapag may naghagis ng Dynamite.
Sayo talaga na.
Yeah.
Pero I'm curious lang, did any of the members speak vocally about that na they want to enlist on the military? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Parang they want to, parang no matter how big the group reaches, they still want to parang to serve their civil duty and civil obligation to serve their country through the military. So, ayun. It's kind of a hot topic kasi diba, based on Korean law, they have to be enlisted before they turn 28. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Jin is already 28 na kasi now.
Yes.
Wala pa rin.
So,
Yeah,
wala pa din.
according to Carlo Castillo, the government moved the military deadline for BTS daw.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes, recently they did, yeah. That's why it became a hot topic kasi some of from the point of views of the fans of other groups. Kasi some idols had to cut their hindi naman cut or put a pause to their career. Kasi kapag when you undergo military, diba, it's very hard to come back.
Yes.
The people who were rallying for you 2 years ago will still be rallying for you pa when you come back. So parang yun yung isa sa mga medyo hot topic in the K-pop world.
Grabe, no?
Oo, and also the fans, parang yung fans kasi parang they're saying na, oh, yung idol ko naman, malaki din naman yung contribution niya sa, I don't know, sa economy or sa K-pop, whatever. Bakit hindi sila exempted? There are those fans who are like that. So, I guess medyo
Gets.
nakaka-add sa fuel to the fire.
Oy, pero kayo, as fans, what do you say? We wanna know.
Welcome back to BBS.
Yes, welcome back to BTS.
Blacklist kami ng ibang fandom.
Okay. Sige.
Okay, sige.
Pero actually, ako may answer ako.
Go, Ange.
For me, I want them to go to the military together. Like,
Pwede ba yun? Nasabay-sabay sila mag-military
yeah, actually,
with their age groups?
Pwede.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi it's a range, right? So you can be sent as long as you fall on that range.
But I love the fact that Korean government is considering to extend the age because of them. Kasi grabe yung their economy. And I think they deserve it, to be honest. Pero, yes, I'm sure they'll enlist. I'm not sure if together, but yeah, sure ako mag-enlist sila.
Sana isa-isa na lang during the duration of that age
That's
range.
the usual. But then Pag kasi hindi sila magkasabay-sabay, parang mas matagal yung years na hindi sila compete.
That's
Mm-mm.
also true.
Mm.
That's also
Oo.
true.
Pero,
Mm-mm.
That's
how
also
long is the
true.
military training, if ever? I'm not really
It's
sure.
actually just less than 2 years.
Oo.
Yeah.
But still, that's
Okay.
long.
And that's long for showbiz. Kumbaga for entertainment
Yeah.
industry, that's too
Correct.
long.
Correct.
Yes.
And they
Uy,
don't
may,
enlist at the same time.
correct. May naalala ko kay kay Jen, para hindi ko siya makalimutan. Para siyang si Kaloy, tingkung ko. Char.
Oh
Charot
yeah,
lang.
yeah, I see
Charot
it.
lang.
Oh my god.
Ah, thank you
Diba?
for a
Oh, I
visual
see it.
peg.
Hawig lang.
Thank
Hawig lang.
you.
Diba? Diba? O yan si Kaloy yan.
Pwede.
Si Jen, Kaloy. Charot. Wait, I've never went like deep, hindi naman super deep, like down this lane, I swear. Like never ako naging, ako fan ako ng certain groups. Like, hindi ako super like into it. Gets nyo? Siguro ang pinaka-fan, naging fan lang ako ni sorry, ni Regine Velasquez talaga. Bakla-bakla.
Ako din, same growing up.
Diba? Yung R2K album niya talaga, mama. Diyos ko, day. Andun na ako.
Pero
Ganun
what
lang.
kind
Pero,
of fan were you? I mean, were you the super fan na you'd find Regine everywhere?
ayan. Good question yan. Kasi di ba may pelikula tang Metro Manila Film Festival, yung Fangirl. I-promote na rin
Yes.
natin para sa pelikulang Pilipino.
Yes.
Let's watch that. Fangirl. We have The Boy Foretold by the Stars and ano pa ba ang meron?
Magic
Gusto natin-
Land by Peke
Magic Land.
Galiaga.
There you go. We have Tagpuan also. I think these are good picks, I guess. I still have one more. Yung sa Regal Entertainment, The Missing.
The Missing. Hi, Derek
interesting-
AZ.
Yes, interesting mix. But yung Fangirl, it's my top 2 after The Boy Foretold because I want to understand how it's like to be a fan really. Kasi to Lance's question, I never really became a fan because I remember we were talking about Harry
Likewise.
Potter like in one session, and I said I think I'm not a fan. I mean I love Harry Potter like as like a series, like diba? Pero naging fan ako ng witchcraft, wizardry, divination, but not necessarily Harry Potter. So ako parang hindi ako like super invested into like certain like members of like I don't know. Hindi ako ganun. Like now lang, I swear, like first time in my life, naging super invested. So Regine Velasquez, well, she's an exception. Woo, yes, Regine.
Yeah. Kasi intimidating minsan yung mga fandom like when you start talking to them. Like, for example, if I'd say I was a BTS fan, then you'd ask me, I would ask the same question, how they differentiate Jimin and Jin? Parang ganon. And you're saying that I'm saying I'm a fan. Parang, paano ka naging fan? You don't know who's who. Parang gets mo yung ganong prejudice. So it gets scary. So we get the same questions like for Harry Potter too. Na you say I'm a fan, and they'll expect you to know every character in each book. So parang, huh? So that's why hence my question. Like, what kind of fan are you? Because it is a leveling of fan. Like Maki said a while ago, he's a soft fan, maybe. And then there's another one na super fan talaga. So kayo, in terms of BTS, where do you fall in? Which kind of fan are you? Are you fangirling like Charlene with Paolo, or are you are like a soft fan?
Yes.
Na very breezy lang, kumbaga. Easy, breezy, beautiful lang.
Sabay lang, ganon.
Yes,
For me
overagree.
kasi, BTS is the only artist that I've listened to their entire discography. As in, from every album, cover to cover. That was the first. And I never thought I'd ever love any other artist as much as I love BTS.
We feel that.
Ako.
Go, Ange.
Go, Ange.
I think I mentioned naman, super hater ako ng K-pop before, pero kinain ko lahat ng mga sinabi ko. I guess kasi BTS usually produces content kasi na hindi lang music. They also like have these different vlogs. They have variety shows. So you get to know their personalities. So kaya siya super smart for their company, pero yeah, super engaging kasi parang you realize na, but I like BTS for 2 main reasons. first is they're super talented. They can
Yeah.
sing, dance, rap, and they make their own music. Yun yung pinaka-important sa akin.
Yeah.
And second would be their personalities talaga. Like, yun nga, I've mentioned, if you start watching their documentaries, vlogs, you realize na they're super fun and down to earth.
Mm.
I mean, down to earth meaning kasi they turned an almost bankrupt company into one of the most profitable companies in Korea. They're
Right. Right.
contributing to the economy so much. So imagine that success, pero it never really got to their heads.
Right.
And they're socially aware. Like, if I'm not sure if you guys have heard, they've been donating and supporting various
Yeah.
causes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They donated to Black Lives Matter. They became
Aw.
members of the UNICEF campaigns. So, yun. Parang for me kasi, yun yung two main reasons, I guess, why. Sorry, no shit, but I think out of the K-pop groups, si yung BTS talaga yung nag-shine.
Aw.
Mukhang fangirl.
Yeah.
Fangirl.
And I think that's why America fell in love with them too. Kasi they could see that.
Yeah. Well, for me, I'm not as big of a fan as like these two ladies, no. Although I listen, sometimes I listen. Parang kasi ako, I had this hindi naman siya awakening, pero I was interested in K-pop in general when the times of 21, maybe because there's this parang unexplainable or but understandable connection because Sandara Park is there, diba? So parang there's
Mhm.
this Filipino connection, eh. So somehow Sandara Park opened the gate for I think many Filipinos to go into K-pop. Kasi just like what we did with BLs, no. So when the boom of Together was so rampant, no? So that opened the doors for us and windows even for other shows pa ng Thailand, and eventually the interest grew. So I think that's what happened to me then before with K-pop, no. So when I was listening to 21, to UK's, even let's say the era of like 2014, 2013, mga ganong times. So, oh my God. Hi, Marinet.
Hi, baby.
Yun. Hi, baby. So, so yun yung dun nag-open yung interest ko. Pero nagkaroon kasi ako ng down, like nag-dip yung interest ko with K-pop because I somehow see some fandoms being toxic. Some fandoms being parang
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
parang ano ba, for the lack of a better term, at war or like with a like true disagreement with other fandoms. So parang ako medyo bakit may ganon? Like, can't we all just enjoy music independently and interdependently?
Yeah.
Diba?
Yes.
So doon ako medyo na turn off ng konti with K-pop. So doon ako medyo parang nagkaroon ng times na okay, I lost interest and ganyan, whatnot. Pero when there's this specific performance, it was Fake Love BBMAs.
Uh-huh.
I know these two ladies know what I'm talking about. Pero kasi with that specific performance, with that specific performance kasi parang parang it sparked something that it rekindled the old flame, parang ganon, of listening to these kind of music. Kasi tsaka 2018 is like established na si K-pop. Kasi before we were parang saying na K-pop is pop. Pero kasi with the evolution of music, K-pop is already a genre on its own. I think many people will agree or disagree with what I'm saying. That K-pop is already a genre on its own. Like the specific beat, tempo, music, the specific lyrics, the specific theme is inert and innate to K-pop already. Like even the dance moves, you can say that that's K-pop. Parang there's this distinct DNA and RNA na of K-pop na buo na siya in its total sense. So parang for me, since it stood on its own na, nakita ko din na okay, I can try to listen to K-pop again, and especially because yun nga, yung mga nanonood ko pamangkin ngayon, sobrang K-pop fans kasi nila, like oh my God, like
Ako din,
before,
yung mga pinajudge ko
Yung
pa
mga
sila.
bata.
Oo, like ano ba yan? Like every time na lang naririnig ko sila, ganyan yung mga kanta, ganyan. So eventually, siguro ano, parang nasanay na lang din ako and eventually nakikinood na lang din ako. Kasi tsaka wala sa mga pamangkin ko kasi you don't have a choice but manood. Because they will really pressure you. Like, they will stand beside you and wait for you to finish what you're doing. Para pansinin mo sila at panoorin mo yung pinapapanood nila. So ganun
Right.
kasi sila. So parang wala akong choice.
Gets.
So yun, with naman pero I don't necessarily consider myself the big fan kasi just like what Lance mentioned for before, like way before, as an experiential watcher. For me kasi, I don't personally, oh my god, I think some people will hate me on this. I don't see like I will go to a concert of
Hmm.
of that. Like I don't know. Maybe it's the frugal self in me kicking
Mhm.
in. Na
Yeah.
I would spend that much for like one hour even experience and watching them. Where if I can watch or listen to their music naman nang wala dun sa yun. Parang for me kasi, if you will go to a concert, just like what Ange, if you will go to a concert, just invest. Like if you really want that experience, like
Right.
buy the closest ticket you can. Because for me, if you will go to a concert and then you will buy one of the farthest and you will just watch on screen and see
Hmm.
their tiny little faces, I'd rather watch at home or watch videos
True.
after.
True.
Yeah. Pero since the frugal self in me kicking in, if I don't see myself like willing to spend like 50 or 30,000 pesos to waste it or hindi naman waste, sorry, to
Right.
spend
Right.
it for an hour of thing. So ayun, ang dami ko sinabi, no,
I
pero hindi
like
ako
that.
masyadong fan. Yun talaga yung point ko.
Wait.
Pero
Yeah. Go, Ange.
actually, yeah, hindi ko ata na-answer yung question. Yeah, I'm a super fan, obviously, but I think I didn't really intend it to be that way. Parang
Okay.
just happened. As in,
Right.
to be honest, I've never like been a fan of any artist kasi before na katulad ng sa BTS. And yung reasons
Right.
guys, what I mentioned earlier.
Cool. I wanna siguro answer again Lance's question and then siguro to try to understand how you three feel being soft and really hardcore fans or really like fans of BTS, no. Ako, I'm a very big fan of the Miss Universe chart. As in seryoso. As
Yeah,
in,
We
yeah.
could see that.
like I go crazy with the national costume, with the gown, with the Q&A and everything. And like I may not necessarily know, although may kilala tayo from the company, di ba, Mikey, co-trainer. I want to mention, but it is one of the trainers sa technical training. And then we had this parang workshop, and then I was like sharing sa workshop ganyan during the break na I'm a big fan of Miss Universe. And grabe siya. Sabi lang, uy, wag ka. Itong kasama namin, kilala niya lahat ng mga nanalo every year. And then like, oh my gosh, since nag-start yung Miss Universe. So, pick daw a year and then you'll be able to mention the name of the winner. Hala, ang dami ko na mention na taon. Talagang na-mention na yung mga pangalan, even yung mga first runners up. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, grabe yung ganong fandom. Pero fan ako, like soft fan siguro ako, I guess, because I'm not really particular with the names of everyone. But once it starts, I'm there. I'm like, crazy. Kung pwede lang mag-book ng hotel. Pero like going back to what Maki said, parang the frugal in me would still kick in eh. Parang instead of like booking a hotel or going to like, I don't know, to the venue, for example, di ba? Parang sa bahay na lang ako, mas up close ko pa nakikita yung mga tao, di ba? Pero, nung nag-Bangkok 2018, I was almost there. I was almost there. Kasi, parang, I think I got invited by this trainer na parang ipunta tayo doon, ganun. So, ayun nga, parang, I think tama ba? Ganun yung feeling eh. Di ba? Ganun yung passion for BTS. I think that's where you guys are coming from. And you really know every detail of the members eh, 'di ba? And even their stories, ganyan. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now actually, let's go to the last round. So
Last round.
Okay. Ala, exam na ba to?
Kalaban, no?
this wait, I think I can show it na sa
Go.
the audiences. And this one is from Exceleste channel. Thank you so much. We'll be borrowing your video. So
Yay!
success story.
Perfect.
Let's play.
둘, 셋, 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다. 둘, 셋, 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다.
데뷔한 지 이제 오늘로 16일이니까 5일째인데요. 완전 생 초짜신입니다.
무슨 거예요?
네, 감독님들이 정말 저희들의 이름을 모르시거든요. 신인이다 보니.
이 이름표가 없이도 저의 이름을 정말 아셔서 저의 얼굴만 보고도 누구신지 아실 수 있게 정말 그날까지 꼭 입어보도록 하겠습니다.
정말 산 넘어 산이라는 말이 딱 맞는 게 정말 데뷔하면 모든 게 다 잘 되고 뭔가 괜찮을 것 같았는데 정말 또 더 큰 세상을 보니까 더 큰 고민을 하게 되고
What? I'll shut the front door.
환호가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려왔다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 꿈, 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같았다.
방탄소년단 BTS
20-1 made some really regrettable remarks about BTS.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
Yikes.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
Oh! That is not what you were saying during the break!
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Listen, the guys were snubbed. They've broken all these records. They've had an epic year. They should be in all the major categories. I don't like the fact that they've separated them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but that's it's crazy because they constantly outsell American counterparts. Yeah. They outperform them, but they're still not acknowledged in the way they should be.
They're really trying to maintain their identity, and there is a barrier there when it comes to the Korean language. Like obviously, there's going to be some North American audiences that aren't going to have that rotation, and it's still an issue with radio. That's the big thing. Like
our fans, I think they're like more enthusiastic than anyone.
Can you describe that enthusiasm?
They brought a boy band from Korea to Grammys.
My next guest can only be described as an international music phenomenon. They have made Time Magazine's most influential list. They're the first Korean act to reach #1 on the Billboard charts, and they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
The 7-member boy band has broken the record for the best-selling album here in Korea. Now, this album, released this April, has sold 3.4 million copies as of May.
BTS had the #1 best-selling physical album in the United States in the first half of this year.
Becoming the first Korean artist to win 2 trophies at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The awards were Top Social Artist and Top Duo Group.
BTS has been named the Group of the Year on Variety's Hitmakers list.
BTS performed at the U.S.'s most watched New Year's concert, New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Their upcoming U.S. tour is one of the hottest tickets on earth. Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
They're headlining 2 sold-out nights at Wembley Stadium, performing for 60,000 screaming fans.
한국 공연이랑 다를 게 없이 큰 공연을 하는 것 자체가 우리가 여기서도 이렇게 공연을 크게 해요? 라고 다시 한번 되물을 만큼 그냥 우리 감성적이구나. 처음 했던 악셀 콘서트는 한 번이면 2,000명 정도 들었어요. 22대에서 23대 정도 증가하게 되네요. 그냥 어떻게 보면 기적 같은 수치 아닐까.
As a group, BTS has previously teamed up with UNICEF and spoken in front of the UN about the importance of self-love for global youth.
We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
Uy, naiyak ako. Grabe.
Yes.
Right.
How is it, guys?
I think it worked. I would say it was an eye-opener for me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is someone talking? Eye-opener siya kasi I guess one of the reasons why I'm not considered a fan is because I know nothing about them. Diba? Parang I don't know their beginnings. I don't know what they went through. I don't know what challenges they've overcome. And we only see the success that they have right now, but we never saw the journey to get there. So parang because of that video, it makes me appreciate them more, and it also makes me respect them more. So probably I'm gonna start listening more to them now. Let's just say that. At least 2 steps yun sa Yun. I'm gonna pay more attention. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys
siguro. Kasi I've been into world music ever since naman. I've been siguro back in college or maybe high school pa lang. I've been jumping in different music genres, different music languages. Even if I don't understand a thing, I would listen to the music as long as I get the backstory. And I appreciate, I've seen some of the clips, the journey nila. I've seen some of the stories mentioned in that journey. It's just that I think I'm not really into it. I mean, big diehard fan in a way. Because with Nico, he has Miss Universe, and I don't think I have something as big as that. Kumbaga, to be such a fan of. I'm more like Mark. Na I would follow people, but there are some things I would not remember. Pero I have so much respect for what they do now. Kasi lalo na nakita ko yung length of how they've gone through in the industry from that start to the very end. Parang kudos. And we know how hard it is to break into the Korean industry pa lang. And to break into the world with them, parang hands down, you're able to grab everyone's heart, kumbaga. So I'll be more open siguro and try to remember who's who. More.
Usually mentioned it took her 28 videos. So,
I know. Good luck to me. Or at least I already know 3. I memorized 3 already, so I have to remember the other 4. So it's gonna be a process maybe. Kaya yan. I mean, don't expect me siguro sa level niya muna, Ange and Patty. Hindi ko kaya yun. Pag yung level ni Mark muna, kaya kong abutin in a way. I mean, I could, when maybe it would be coming out of my mouth na when you're looking for music, Korean, the BTS, check out their music, especially their album. Like, one of the albums I would recommend siguro, Love Yourself, mga ganun. Kasi it's the one they released during during the UNICEF time. So, it will become a blurb, na automatic blurb na siguro sa akin. So, thank you din. Thank you din for sharing your love for BTS.
Yes,
Yeah, I want to add lang din kasi na-mention ni P. Lads. Kasi I think yung Love Yourself album nila, that was, I think, yun yung parang talagang sumabog sila sa US because they were shedding light to mental health issues through their songs.
Yes.
So they were
Yes.
invited to the UN because of that. So yun, kaya sobrang sumabog sila.
Right.
Yes. Yes, parang kaya nga, yun nga, I'm still struggling of how to consider myself kasi, yun nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina na I barely know who they are, although I'm a fan of that albums per se because of what the message they gave in. Kaya I don't call myself as a fan yet kasi I don't know who they are yet. I mean, I haven't memorized their names, but I know their songs. I know what they stand for. I know what they want to do in life. Parang ganun. So I have to do a little bit more of digging. Pa.
What about you guys, like Nico? Like,
si Maya.
Oh, Maya. I really appreciated them more, as in, so I think the word that Lance used is super accurate. So respect. I think they've really earned my respect, and of course I've known their talent ever since I've seen the videos, and of course there aren't any videos that I did not like. So I know that they can sing, I know that they can dance, but more than that, especially after seeing the last video, I think I've learned that they have so much heart to, diba? Na parang more than the singing and the dancing, parang you see their perseverance, you see the story behind the handsome faces. So it makes you really want to get to know more, and I think I'm admiring them more now. Plus also, I wouldn't mind getting wrecked.
Kanino?
By all 7 of them at the same time.
Yes! Iba, powerful!
In terms of bias now. In terms of bias. Yes, in terms of bias with other idols.
Yeah. I love that. Ako
7
naman,
records.
mahirap
7
yun.
records.
Oo.
Correct. That's
Baka
my password on Netflix, 7 records. Charot.
Good day.
Correct. And that's my new name on Grindr, 7 records. Charot.
Seryoso?
And then joke lang.
In Blood then, in Blood.
And Blood. I think that will be my new name, 7 records. Or Wrecked by 7.
Speaking of Blood, tomorrow, papromote na naman tayo. Yes. Ano ipapromote natin?
Tomorrow na ba? Oh yeah, tomorrow
Yes.
na. Meet me outside on Blood from December 21 to 26. So you for all the viewers out there, check it out and support Meet Me Outside. It's directed by JP Habak and created by Juan Miguel Severo, starring Kaloy Ting Tungko and Genesis Redito. Tama diba? Yeah.
Ulitin mo yung Genesis sa ano? Ulitin mo yung Genesis.
Ano? Sorry?
Ulitin mo yung Genesis. Isa pa.
Genesis Redito. Tama ba?
Ayan.
Redito.
Tignan ko talaga si Mikey.
Genesis.
Yes.
Good luck, Genesis. Good luck, Kaloy, tomorrow.
Yes. And we also have one thing to promote. We also have, just like last Friday, when we did the BBS Looks Back, Gives Back. So we would like to promote, hindi naman siya promote, but invite everyone to join the giveaway. The link is in our socials. Maybe we can share it later. You can, it's just a small form. Hindi naman siya form actually. Ano lang, raffle entry to earn you some of these prizes, the food delivery vouchers, hotel stay vouchers, and online shopping top-ups. Amazing prizes. So check it out, guys. So maybe you can win one of these amazing prizes. Okay.
All right. Get out.
Yeah.
Siguro if your goal, guys, is to basically change our sentiments tonight about BTS, I think you are successful. Because I joined the session with the mindset of number one, meron akong bias, not necessarily against K-pop, but it's more like a perception na, okay, it's just all about rainbows, cotton candy, and the fluff eh. Diba? Ganun usually yung perception ko. But I was holding on to their backstory eh. So sabi ko, there must be something more about BTS. And here, and I'll be very honest, parang I learned more from you guys, from you three, and from BTS really. I never thought that I would get this far, really knowing the group. Like this is like the first time. Siguro the last time that I was a fan of a group was Steps pa. Ang tagal na no, 90s. Diyos ko nakakahiya. Diba? Parang,
Yeah.
diba? My boot scooting babies driving me, ganon. Diba? So, parang BTS, I don't know, parang there's something more. And I guess I have to agree with you guys that there's something more. I'm more curious now. And I will be saying this every morning, para lang gumanda yung mood ko, pinapatugtog ko talaga yung Dynamite since last week, I swear. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Parang it just uplifts my mood for some reason. I don't know.
It's a feel-good song, though. It's so understandable.
It is. And then with the song, with the clips that you shared tonight, and Patty and then Maki, parang, oy, hala, there's something more from BTS. Sabi nga nila, parang they extend, they're versatile. And then aside from that, and I think Lange made mention of this, and I would really become a fan if you yourselves compose and write your goods, diba?
Yes.
Just like
Wala na si Nico.
Lady Gaga and all the artists that have composed their songs. I really have I have hello.
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Ay na naman ako sa can you hear me? Ganon.
Yes.
Ayun nga. So I have way high respect for BTS right now, and I am more curious listening to their songs. Hindi ko pa napapanood yung sa UN speech nila. I that's the next thing that I'll be doing.
Yeah, you should. Nico, you should. You should.
Ako na-introduce sa kanila.
Talaga? Sige.
Oo.
But you guys are successful. I mean, I feel good that I know BTS right now up to this level. Kasi nung previous days, parang kinig lang ako eh. Parang gusto ko mag-antay sa inyo guys kung ano pang masasabi nyo. But really, parang I have admiration and respect for them, really. I really admire them for some reason. So we thank you. BBS, kaming apat, would like to thank Ange, Maki, and then Patty for putting this show together. This is really nice. Akala ko lang to, parang training chart. Hindi pala. It's more of
May exam pa ba?
Oo. May mga realizations kami, definitely. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Super.
Thank you also guys for giving us the opportunity and the platform. Na-stress lang ako ng maraming beses. Thank you also.
Ayun na yan.
Okay, I have a question for the four of these lovely gentlemen. Can you show the poster that we made? I just want to see if they can now.
No.
I would need 28. I would need more than 28 videos to recognize all of them.
Let's try.
Oh my God. Sige. Go.
Lalo pa it's black and white, not in colored.
Yung colored siguro.
Group effort.
Do you have a colored poster? Or is it the black and white one?
Meron
Mas
ako
mahirap
photos
yung-
nila.
Okay, game.
Uy, dapat Maya, Mikey, sa Lance consensus isang sagot lang sa ating apat. Char lang.
So mag-debate tayo.
Because Char lang.
Yung CMST.
Okay. Yes. So there's three of them. Iba-iba tong guys na to.
Seryoso, iba-iba sila?
Iba-iba sila?
The middle part, parang si Suga yung nasa right.
Correct.
Yes.
Ay, sorry, oh my gosh.
Tapos, si RM yung nasa gitna.
Yes, correct.
Yes, oh my God, that's what I thought too. And then yung nasa left, wait, I have to look more closely. I think that's Jin on the left.
Oh my gosh, very good.
Ang galing! Oh my gosh. Take one for the
Process of elimination. Next. Thank you, Maya. Ang lakas, alam mo yung mga records mo.
We are.
Si B is on the left. B is on the left.
Correct.
B is on the left.
Si Jungkook yung nasa right.
Kung sabi ni Allen, ano daw, summer class pag bumagsak daw. Mama. Naku, sa
Online lang
summer
naman.
class
Okay,
ako.
sige. Post.
Allen,
Oo.
basta turuan mo kami. Sige
Si
lang.
Jungkook yung nasa right, yung naka-black.
Oh, Jungkook yung nasa right.
J-Hope.
No.
Jin.
Oh no.
Jin.
That's Jin.
J-Hope.
Jin.
Oh my gosh. That's still Jin.
That's still
No,
Jin?
wait. So this is V.
Oh, tama ko kay V.
Sabi na nga ba, V, nasa
Ito is
isip ko.
J-Hope.
Okay.
J-Hope. J-Hope.
Siya lang hindi ko makabisado.
Wait, J-Hope?
Okay.
J-Ho, Jin-Ho.
J-Hope. As in hope.
Parang kanta eh.
Hope.
Parang kanta.
Sikat na din. Or dapat pati ba, I guess, can you use like a call a friend part? Like from
Can I call Alicia and Michelle to help us out? Or,
Sige.
Allen, can you help me out too?
Pag na-memorize mo yung names nila, yung BT21 characters na yung papa-quiz namin.
Wow!
What the hell?
But BT21 is easier.
Yes, kasi mas distinguished sila.
Jimin.
Si Jungkook yung nasa right, for sure ako.
Yes.
Jimin.
Correct.
Yes, correct. So actually, I only got one.
Jimin.
No?
One mistake lang, si J-Hope.
Kasi hindi ako familiar kay J-Ho.
Not bad. Not bad. Congratulations.
We passed. Yay!
Yay! Passing score, 6 out of 7. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you, Maya.
Retweet.
Our valedictorian is my day.
Dapat ano tayo eh. Dapat may sinusula tapos sabay-sabay ng ganun.
Correct.
Magkaalaman.
Bagsak na ako dyan, Diyos ko.
Siyempre, kilalanin ni Maya yung mga records niya, di ba?
Yung kasi niya.
Yes. I have to live up to my scruff name or grinder name.
What? Okay.
Very well said.
Gabi na, guys.
Okay.
Hit me up on Twitter anytime. Oh, love
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And
Maybe
next
we can
time,
have another BTS night with them.
True.
Meron ba kayong group chat for the army?
Oo.
Gusto mo ba? Oh my God.
And I'm just wondering kung if such a thing exists, kumbaga, is there a global group chat? International, Philippine-wide, Manila-wide? Anong expanse ng group chats na meron?
I think parang
more of-
din, FB groups.
Oo, parang, let's say, army, may iba-iba silang fan base pa. Let's say, may army na Philippines, may army ng different countries also.
Okay.
So, yun.
Ah, okay. Okay.
They're really a lot.
Ang alam ko ng army si Army Martin. Char.
Sali tayo doon.
Army Martin. Tsaka si Roderick Paulate. Mama. Char. Gusto mo yan.
Saka si Army ng Up Dharma Down.
Si Army Milyari.
Army Milyari. Oh my God. Ito si Army Milyari.
Ay, oo, totoo yan.
Yes. Gusto ko yan si Army.
True.
Right, so,
Ay, may isa pa lang kilala akong army. May isa pa akong kilalang army.
Damn. Actually, wala na tayo on time pero gusto ko sana mag-post ng pictures.
Go!
Ito yung 2018 BBMAs nila.
Oh.
Yes, this is the 2018 BBMAs performance. This is the comeback for, this is actually their first performance of Fake Love.
It's a song.
Okay.
It is. So,
Wala, na-share ko lang. Okay, Harry.
Okay lang.
Okay,
Lahat ba sila may ganon? Are they equipped with that? With the abs talaga? Requirement ba nila yun?
Hindi naman. I think because of the 24/7 dancing.
Although hindi lahat sila may abs, but I think in the earlier eras, meron silang isang performance. I think this is for We Are Bulletproof yata. Nakataas yung, meron silang part ng choreography yung nakataas yung shirt nila. So,
yes! Come through, Char.
Citation, We Are Bulletproof performance 2014.
Sorry.
Tama.
Teka, nasakalin ako ng army. No More Dream yun. No More Dream, not We Are Bulletproof. I will send the video link later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so with that said, so far, if you were to rate, kanina 'di ba meron tayong meter, the one Angie
Yeah.
showed earlier. So
Mm.
nasa ang where do you think which level are you in
Respect.
now and why?
Respect.
So nasa nasa respect or
Respect.
Aretha
respect?
Franklin, chart.
Respect.
Respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah. Aretha, come
Aretha
through.
Franklin.
That's good to hear. So would you actually so another question for me is that would you actually like syempre ngayon masasabi niyo ba na convert na kayo or parang were you actually starting to be roped in into the fandom?
Wait, gusto ko muna sa mag-go ng una. I want to
Go,
answer
Nico.
first. Pero at the same time, ipopromote ko na rin. Ang dami kong pinopromote. Yung
Go,
pelikula ni
Nico.
yung pelikula ni Direk Rod Singh na Mamu, let's watch it on YouTube, Cinema One Originals.
Yes.
Right. So prior to watching that, for me to be able to answer Patty's question, prior to watching that movie, I had this bias or prejudice about trans women, right? I mean, hindi ko matanggal sa isip ko. No matter how I learn or hear people talking about, their challenges, hindi ko pa rin siya maintindihan kasi visually hindi ko nakikita yung kwento.
Yeah.
When I watched the movie, oh my goodness, na-convert talaga ako. I mean, the consciousness, alam mo yun, parang there's more empathy, I guess, for me. I know it's just quick, but I guess may na-impart sa akin sa loob. And that's what I have now with BTS. Na parang prior
Yes.
to like knowing what you've shared tonight, guys, parang inisip ko, parang another K-pop group na naman to, 50%. And then 50% would be like, hala, I want to know more about them. So if you were to ask me, am I a convert? Siguro, I guess, because prior to doing this session, I was like just listening passively. But now I'd be like going through YouTube and then going after these videos, watching the UN speech and all of these things, no. And right now, in front of me is like Google. I'm trying to understand how they look like for me to really get the whole point of their names. Kasi ayoko na talaga magkamali sa mga pangalan. Ganun point na. So I hope that answers your question, Pat.
Thank you, Nicole.
Yes.
Siguro ako naman, because of what we've discussed today, ano na ako, be curious. Char.
Yeah.
Kasi BTS curious na.
Love.
I want to know more about their story. I want to see what else they've gone through, and I want to know what else they've accomplished. So be curious.
Yes. Ako yun.
And I also, well, since we're in the process of promoting, I also want to promote one of the films in the Metro Manila Film Fest. I know you guys are already familiar. For those of you in the chat, please go ahead and watch for The Boy Foretold by the Stars. It stars Adrian Lindayag and Kian Johnson. It will air on December 25th. But you can also already buy your tickets, and it's only going to be 250 pesos. So go ahead and support local cinema. It's going to be the first BL which will be featured in the Metro Manila Film Fest. So you're not only supporting local cinema, but you are also supporting BL. You are part of normalizing the community. So go ahead and support. Thank you.
Yes. If we have we have a bi-curious, we have someone who's kind of convert. I'm the fluid one. So ako yung fluid naman. So kumbaga I'm in between of that. I could be a fan if you want me to. Like I could jump into a fan mode if I want to, and I could step out of it if it becomes too toxic in a way. Kasi like being fluid, you have to go back to your own world. Parang ganun. Or you have to you can jump back and forth. So I could talk in a way. Right now, I feel like I could talk more with you guys about BTS. I could talk more about. I could share the same love. I could empathize with the same love that you have being fluid now because you armed me with this knowledge of them. So nakakatawa. I might be start searching more of the Spotify music videos too, or music then, and see if there's more songs that would fill into my genre right now. Especially that I know that they're that versatile. So let's see. And then since we're promoting, then I'm gonna promote another movie too in Netflix. It's called Patay na si Jesus. It's 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 a beautifully told story in Bisaya, if I'm not mistaken. Tama, Nico? Di ba?
Yes.
Yes, and it's one of the shows shown done in the Kisima Cinema Film Festival. So it's all in Bisaya, and I love the language used there. Finally, there's something else that's not Tagalog used as a medium for a language in a movie. So check it out in Netflix.
Thank you,
Maya, Maya, dapat may ipa-plug ka rin, Maya, ha? Pelikula na.
Shopee.
Sorry. Ano
May
lang,
one
plug lang, charot.
Oo, 1-1.
Ang plug ko lang ay butt plug, charot.
Oh my God! I love that.
Sorry, guys.
Kinaya yun.
No, to answer the question, coming into the show, feeling ko nasa naman ako, like right side of the partition plane. And I think after this partition plane, and after this session, I think I am pushed to the farther right side, more to the right. I feel like I love them more. I mean, coming here, wala naman ako negative feelings about them, but I really love them more because of you guys.
Promote, Maya, promote.
Please support please support 1 peso deals and 20 peso deals on Shopee's Deals Near Me app. Just go to the Loads Views and E-Services section and click on Deals Near Me icon. Thank you.
Shopee.
Yes, and during this month, they will get 10% points and cashback promo by using Shopee.
Ange and Mark, any final words before we wrap up the show?
Okay. Kala ko any final. Am I being killed or am I being... Patayin ba ako after?
If you wreck ka na, you will be wrecked next.
Yeah.
Tapos final words ko na talaga, no?
Any final words before the wreckage?
Thank you, guys. Kasi, yeah, it was my dream to become a reactor. Joke. Hindi. Kasi, lagi ko sinasabi sa friends ko na parang, ayoko na magtrabaho, gusto ko na lang maging reactioner. And then yun nga, I want to be a reactioner ng parang puro BTS videos lang. And it finally came to tonight. So, my dream into a reality. And appreciate ko lalo si Pini ko. Kasi grabe pala yung stress backstage.
Yes.
Thank you, P, for the support. And
you did just fine, you did well. Yes.
Thank you, Ange. Congratulations.
Yes. May
Thank you.
pa-awarding ba tayo?
The purple award goes to.
And seamless yung transitions. Maganda yung
True.
Last na to, no? Joke.
Uy, wag ganon.
Ay, hindi.
Joke
Pero Ange, I think you should check out din yung mga YouTube, yung mga early YouTube ni si Rex or ni Christine. Kasi I know she did K-pop reaction videos too. You can check it out.
Okay.
Actually, to be honest then, I haven't. Ako naman yung, to be honest, BTS pa lang yung na-follow ko. I haven't really gotten into the other, yet. So, let's see.
Yes.
17 and 17.
17 is also good. Tapos nakibantayan si Kim Min-gyu.
Wait, is it different from GOT7?
Oh my God.
Yes, GOT7
Yeah,
is
it's
different.
different.
I like GOT7.
All I know about them is there was one guy who could speak English so well. Yun lang. Hanggang doon lang alam ko.
There are actually a couple of them. Actually, 3 of them speak good
Yung
English.
isang half Taiwanese or half Chinese. Tapos may isang may American accent.
Jackson,
si Jackson.
Mark, and Bam Bam. Bam Bam is Thai. Yun. Ayan, okay. So, sige, to piggyback on what Alan said.
Piggyback.
Yes, GOT7 is also another boy group. Like, if you are kapag medyo you get the hang of BTS already and you want to explore other groups, I would also recommend GOT7, and 17 would be another one also.
Okay.
Kasi mas mahirapan sila sa 17.
Oo.
17
Well,
sila?
17 has 13 members.
Oh my God, more people.
Yes.
Who knows?
Are you familiar with it's just a skincare brand there. It's Siam. SAEM. They're the promoters of
Yes.
that specific brand. So, yun. Anyway.
Yes.
Ako naman, final words. Yeah, I mean, kung these people sa baba ko in the frame is parang na-push sila sa Cartesian plane ni Maya, no? Ako prior
The Cartesian plane.
like, ako naman, prior to doing this live, I was where I was, and ending the live, I still am where I am. Pero, I mean, yeah, I appreciated them more siguro. Siguro nausog pa ako ng konti kasi as a soft army. So, meron na, ang pangit na una pumasok sa isip ko, pero tumigas ako ng konti.
Okay.
Okay lang yan. Kung may 7-inch record, so at may 7 records tayo. Yung tumigas naman.
Yeah. So, ayan, parang ano lang. Siguro mas I will exert more or expend more time in watching, and especially yung mga variety shows na kasi doon mo makikilala yung personality nila kasi what they show while they're performing is not necessarily what they show in the variety show.
Super
different.
Yes.
Alright,
You're now BTS fortified.
Yeah.
Fortified.
Ayan. Okay, so for our we will leave our viewers with for our 4 new converts here. 4 new converts talaga. For our viewers, Facebook, YouTube, let us know in the comment section what songs will you recommend to our converts and also to other new armies or new BTS fans who are watching us tonight. So,
ang dami kong prepare na videos, hindi na
Okay. You can share naman siguro through the BTS, BBS. Share the love.
Yeah, so you can tweet us via Twitter. You can okay. So let us know in our comment sections for both our social media accounts. So follow or subscribe BBS on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. And you may also tweet us or DM us via Instagram with our with our handles that are scrolling down there. So it has been another fruitful session with everyone tonight. So we have been joined tonight by Ange, Mark, Mikey, Lance, Maya, Nico, and yours truly. And we hope to see you again next time. Bye!
Bye!
Yes, bye! Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our channels.
So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, couple meal lights, rock and roll. Kick out, get the drum rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the throne. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice to get my ping pong.